Happy Monday, everyone. I'm getting set up here. What am I missing? Oh, okay. Alright, give me 1 second. This light is right in my eyeballs. And let me get logged on here. Go. Why won't it go there? Okay, very good. Now can I see more than 2 comments at a time? Possibly, hopefully. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Okay. Awesome sauce. I made it. I'm here. We had a huge deadline today. And hi Cheryl, hi Sarah, hi Yashira, good to see you guys. Awesome, you got your glue. Yes, I think we were able to send out everything that was either back ordered or coming soon or pre-sale. Everything is now good to go. Hi Laura, hi Corey, hi Sherry, good to see you guys. Got my station all set up here, and I think that's a pretty good view. I didn't really want to have my computer in the way, but it's the only way that I can see more than just 2 comments at one time. So, what's up, Janessa? Good to see you. Hi, Lakeisha. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you guys. What's up, Melanie? Good to see you. It's been a long time since I've seen lots of you, and it's so happy to see your little names pop up. And so today, everyone's been, Googling up these beautiful goodie boxes that we have. We still have some on the site, and I'm able to actually make tons more. These are from my personal collection of vintage pieces, discontinued pieces, and some have moons, some have stars. They are all different, and no 2 are alike. Some have extremely expensive pieces in them. Some individual pieces, if you've gotten a Bermuda chessboard, some of those individual pieces are worth more than the whole retail price of this box. So these are extremely valuable. And awesome. Hi Barbara. Hi Elizabeth. I'm excited for you guys. Yeah, for sure. Is my flash on there? No. Okay. And so I'm going to show you guys a fun way to use some of these gigantic pieces, or these, 3-dimensional pieces that are kind of difficult to glue in. I mean, yeah, you can build clusters with the Superflex and things like that, but here's even another way that you can do this. So what I'm going to be showing you today is a product called Apoxie Sculpt. It's from AVs or Aves. I'm not certain what their pronunciation is. And it's 2-part epoxy clay. A clay that turns into hard as a rock. It is exterior grade, it is marine grade, it is permanent, waterproof, self-hardening, no stoves, no nothing. This will stick to anything, anything will stick to it. So, awesome. Let me check some questions here. Yes, the chateau. Yes. Yes, you can make rings for sure. You can purchase those empty. If you want to Google jewelry finding, a finding will be, and of course I don't have any here. It's like an empty jewelry piece you can put things in. I did put some on my Ninja Favorites page in the Amazon store, like pendant findings, things like that. You can get bracelet findings. I believe, let me see if I found them in my downloads folder, and I can give you some quick images of what you can get with this stuff, or things you can make with this stuff. And I plan on practicing more with another app to be able to show you guys multiple camera views and stuff. But so here's a view of a bracelet finding. It actually has a cavity. It's a very old video, and I've been using this clay for years. This red is actually Cerulean from Swarovski. There's lots of kinds of clays. So There's the super expensive kind is from Swarovski. It's called Cerulean. A lesser expensive kind like we have today is called Apoxie Sculpt. They have lots of really cool sculpting items. And our friends over at Crystal Clay have their version. And I wish it came in today. It did not come in time. So I'll be using the Epoxy today. But they do kind of all have different curing times, working times. The Cerulean is anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. The Crystal Clay is about the same, and this Apoxie Sculpt is 1 to 3 hours. So here's an ID badge. Here's a big giant bracelet finding that has like an actual bezel that you can create the domed clay and press things into it. And here's a piece. I used to call them crystal hugs. We made these years ago. So when you have a giant pendant piece like this, you can just put clay on like half of it and kind of sculpt your own design using your clay as your design element, and then all of your chatons or your flatbacks or your frosted glass pieces, things like that. So you don't even have to stop at just chatons. You can really put anything in this because it will stick to anything. Here's a cluster of lots of them that I made for a client, lots of pendants with little crystal hugs on them. And here's a really a nice piece I actually made with this larger crystal copper piece, and then actually put some studs in there and stuck out some baguettes and different shapes, and then even a ring piece with a cosmic ring, and then the chain is actually inside the clay, adhered inside. So you can really make some cool stuff, and it can be as three-dimensional as you want it. The only thing about this is going to be that you have to make the clay as thick as the deepest piece you're going to put in there for it to lay down the right way. So here's my sample piece that I made for you guys, and this will be the giveaway tonight. So at the end, we're going to do the Facebook comment picker, and this will be the winning, or person that will win this. And so I made this from the exact scoop that most everybody gets, or we have 2 or 3 of those scoops in here. And I used the beautiful heliotrope square. If this will focus, sorry guys, I was trying to get the whole workspace. I might have to lower everything, but so yeah, you get, and there's some cool cabochons with no facets, and these are all Swarovski tonight. And then all these little square chatons and point backs. And you can see I made it very domed. I made it kind of stick out nice and thick because these larger, like this heliotrope, is as thick. See, it's got to be as thick to hold these giant pieces. So you kind of have to sculpt and design this. And let's see, I've got some random pieces in here that are just all from your goodie box, and the links are all in the description of the live. And yeah, awesome. So I think we're gonna get started. Isn't that fun? So this is a nice little, this is an inexpensive ID badge. I even made a little clay button for the snap part here. It's very strong. The stuff, I've seen it go through all kind of things. This is meant for really heavy-duty sculptures and incredible pieces. If you go to the AVs or the AVs Facebook page, website, tons of other sculptors and mosaic artists are using this as their glue, as their adhesion for their embellishments and components and things like that. So it can really do a ton of stuff. You can glue 2 sticks together with this stuff. You can, fix a broken coffee cup with this stuff. It's not just for the pretty stuff. It can be for anything you're trying to put together that needs, a bigger, a heavier, clay-like grip to it, I guess, or ceramic type bond. And then I have my little leftovers that I like to shove things in just to play and do different things. But you can, if you guys have the molds, the extra little molds that a lot of people use, their epoxy for the cups and stuff, you can push this into the molds, give it some, I think, baby oil or cooking oil as a release, to do that, and you can make like extra stuff. You can't put things into it once it's got the oil on it. It's not as going to be as sticky, but it is a way to use up your extra pieces to not waste it, I guess. You make little rosettes and things like that. Okay, so everything I'm going to be using today is going to be the Apoxie Sculpt. I've already got the black open, so maybe I'll use the white. It just might be easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. So yeah, I'll switch to the white. And I've got a napkin out. This stuff, especially the colored stuff, the colored pigment, it is very strong pigment. It will stain your fingers. It will stain your tables. It will stain your tools. You want to have separate tools. I like to have these rubbery type nail clay tools for this type of stuff. Some pointed kind of dot texture tools, even a nice brush to give it some water if it needs it. But this stuff is very moist, if you will, because it has a 1 to 3 hour working time. So you have a ton of time. I'm actually going to be live after this over in a Tumblr group, and I'll be working on the dome tumbler using this Apoxie Sculpt. So let's see. You got the clay. You have a towel down. You're going to need gloves to mix this stuff, to get this all kneaded together, and your X-Acto knife, of course your Crystal Katana, some other charms and nail charms and things like that. That's where you guys can really make some fun custom things. If your friend is a nurse and she loves sea turtles or stuff like that, you can really get some custom, really cool stuff. You can get some like watch parts and just really cool embellishments that can be put into things and make a really nice custom eclectic look on some stuff. And let's see, Barbara, it does not have a strong smell. It does have a smell, but it's more like a it's not like a chemical smell. It's more how would I explain this smell? I don't know, kind of like a, oh, I don't smell nothing out of that one. That's the color. And it just, it's a weird smell. It's nothing strong. It's nothing pungent. It's just a weird, like clay smell. Kind of, if you've ever done ceramics and clay, it does have a clay, dirt smell, I guess, if you will. Yeah, that's kind of a good way. So I'm going to be using the white, since we used the black, or I used it last night for this little demo piece. How's everybody think so far? It's kind of fun? Because I'm going to make some some ID badges, but you can really make those beautiful pendant pieces with some creative, edges or some little crystal hugs on there with this clay, and really make some exquisite pieces. But practice, get a feel for how this stuff works. This stuff is very wet compared to the crystal clay from my friend Deb Soche and the Swarovski version of Sarah Loon. And it does come in colors, but you can really save a lot if you're not needing an intense color, because again, you can color it with mica powder, but that's your last step. If you get any kind of dust near this type of clay, it will stop being sticky. It is the last step. Do not put this near your wet clay, or it's going to be, it's like the flour in the cookie dough. It helps it to be not sticky anymore. So yes, Olivia, for sure. It's fun to make these little crystal hugs, some sparkle hugs, some little ninja hugs. Okay, so let's open this up. And there's a lot in here. I made that giant piece with those extra pieces, which is that little part I dug out last night. It's a 1-to-1 mix. Full instructions on the side. Oh, I should have mixed it and been letting it sit here for 5 minutes. So definitely says where the gloves, A and B, used different tools to dig out. So I usually use one side of this one, the other side, so you don't cross-contaminate anything in there. And oh, you're so welcome, China. Yeah, for sure. This is a whole different type of thing that we do for a couple clients, and it's just been something that we've done for years, and I was like, why not start showing you guys, because it's great to use all of these, different pieces that you're not familiar with. So let's see, it says Knead it together for about 2 minutes until thoroughly combined and a uniform color is achieved. You'll see some marbling happen because one's gray, one's white, or one's gray, one's black, or the other colors. But until all those marblings go away, your clay is not mixed. You've got to keep mixing it, kneading it together, and then you want to let it sit for about 5 minutes. So that's the part it's hard for me to get around, you know, the wait. You know me and waiting, like, ninjas don't wait. We got things to do. But for today, I'm going to do the wait, because that way I can go back and look at the questions and stuff. And so is it even going to come off? This is from last night. I used it in the black side. It's pretty hard to get off these metal tools. Okay, it wasn't that bad. So I'm just going to kind of carve in a piece here. And it just needs to be similar sizes, or you know, as close as the same size dots or balls that you can get. And I'm going to put it right here for a second because I want to get a little bit more out, because I'm going to work on this larger ID badge, like a nice stainless steel heavy one. And I've just folded some cardboard to be able to hold on to it a little bit nicer. And this was on Amazon. I believe it's in the Amazon store, and the link is in the description of the live. And it's a very nice heavy stainless steel with the metal cording lanyard type thing. And so I'll be working on a larger piece, having some fun. Now this does have a long working time, which is fine. I'm used to a lot faster. So it kind of, like when I do this kind of stuff, we have to really be, yes, you could totally use a popsicle stick, anything like that, you betcha. Very good question. Good to see you, Melissa. Good to see you. Oh, sure, Corey. And I mean, for taut during it, it totally would have done a little, it may have been looked a bit different, but it would have totally been fine to do that. Okay. And so now I'm going to use the opposite end and try to dig out a similar size piece here. And of course I've got all my ceramic tools elsewhere, because before I was the Crystal Ninja, I was Clay Diva, so I did ceramics for about 15 years. So a little backstory. Okay. Evenly sized round beauties there. Push this back in, keep the lid on there, and that can go over here, out of the way. Now to mix this together, I like to smush and twist and then roll and make like a little spaghetti, and then roll them back together. Sometimes the Cerulean and the crystal clay are more firm to mix. It's not nearly this soft. So I find it's easier in my hands to just make spaghetti and then fold it over and make spaghetti again and fold it over and stuff like that, because my pinchers are kind of out. They're done pinching from all those years of tweezers that I used before the invention of the Crystal Katana tool. Tweezers have ruined my pinchers. So this is not comfy for me. This is. So you guys can mix and knead that however you want. You just want the marbling to go away. And I can still see a little bit. Yes, this is a clay tonnelie. It's going to stay thick. It's not going to drip or sag or anything. It's going to stay just like this. And there's lots of cool videos on YouTube with this Apoxie Sculpt. Sculptors, costume makers, like they make giant stuff with this. But there's also a way to use it for beautiful little jewelry type pieces like the ID badge and the other pendant type things. Okay, round and round, looks fine. That looks pretty darn well mixed. I think we're good. So I'm going to set it down on something plastic, like the lid of the container. And I'm now going to get rid of my gloves. Now going to get rid of them. And I can use this again for the white clay, but don't mix them. Because if you reuse your gloves and use it on the black clay and then use it on the white, you will get contamination because those pigments are so strong. So here we go. Let's go to this guy. And of course I've got my little Ninja file. I'm going to go ahead and sand this. We always recommend if you can sand it, then definitely sand it. And just a little bit here and there. And then I'll do an alcohol wipe, which I have over here. I need to get that out of here. I'm going to end up dumping it on myself. Let me just cut. Wait, where's my scissors at? We have this place torn up from that order earlier. And okay, what if I just do this? What if we just do this? And so then, yes, the goodie boxes, the link is on the description of this live. They are on the home page of the website if you're going over to the site. And then the all the different clays, the Apoxie, the Cerulean, the crystal clay, they are all in the Ninja Favorites link that is also on the website, and that leads you to the Amazon store with lots of stuff, but stuff that we're not going to normally carry. At least it helps you guys get access to the exact ones that we use. Give that a nice cleaning. And I might need that later, so actually I'm going to put it back in here. So this is my last actual wipe, but don't let it drop. Alright, now my hands are sanitized and sterilized. Alright, let me wipe this moisture off. And even these little paper towels are in the Ninja Favorites link. I love these towels. They last me a long time with the glue and all the messes that I make. And hi Mandy, good to see you. Okay, so now we have a quite large ID badge and a pretty good sized ball of clay. So it's just clay. You just want to start smushing it down. I like to go from the center out. If you want to keep your dome, then that's good too. Now I didn't make a gigantic enough dome to, I might be able to use one of these, but I like it to be deep enough to accept the stones and shapes to where there's no raw edge showing around all of these nice fancy cuts. So you want to really bury in those pieces, and you have to have enough clay to do that. And I don't, because I didn't want to have that big of a piece, so I'm going to work with some smaller pieces. I mean, maybe even this guy can go on there because he's very shallow. But just give it a press. And you can choose to come around your edges. You can choose to, like, you guys are the designers. You can do as little or as much as you want for something like this. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit here. Okay. That way, it maybe will stay in focus. Okay. Very good, very good. Not so bad. And I used to be worried all about the little cracks and the fingerprints and, you know, things that can happen. But once, if you're going to pack these in with just tons of stones, don't worry about that because you're going to cover. I had tons of cracks in this black dome here, and it's fine. It's just fine because all of your embellishments and clay and your little mini metal parts and pieces are going to cover any of that stuff. So don't even worry about it. And I like to keep my dome kind of, you know, evenly centered. And I've got pieces of this, of course, at the other office that has been years and years in my, you know, my travel handbag of the jewelry that I wear on the road. It's essentially concrete for jewelry. It's really fantastic. Okay, so here we go. Not too bad, not too big, not too little. Nice little pancake. Probably has about a 1/4 inch depth, I'm going to guess. And I'm going to take out my large pieces here. And I'm going to go ahead and dump out one of these example goodie boxes. Okay, now you're going to have so many kinds, right? A lot of you have been separating all of your stuff. Yes, Cheryl, you can use it on plastic, acrylic, glass, fabric. You can put it on a shoe, but it's not going to bend. If anything bends on this, it will pop off. So if you put it on a little, this is like a little aluminum bracelet. If you were to put something over here and then bent it, it would pop off. So you need a separate bezel that's been riveted so that these don't pop off. So if it's directly into like the ankle of a high top, it's not going to bend that way. So it's fine, but any kind of other shape, you need to make sure it's a heavy duty area that it's going to stay in. And so I'm going to create something. So let's find our pieces, our kind of not so giant pieces, which I took those out. This one would probably fit. Will it fit? Is it too deep? I think it's fine. Now, once you push in your embellishments, you got to keep them pushed in. Or with this one, you might have time to pull it off, resculpt it, put it back on, all that stuff. But the way I taught myself to do this was to, and if you put any dents in here, you can't pull the dents back out. You have to either cover them or you know, put something else larger in the dent. So let me let the video catch up to make sure that I'm going to be in focus for this part, because I want to show you guys how I'm going to press this in. Yes. Oh yeah, the chessboard. Oh, there's lots of these. These are they're everywhere. And these are the reverse ones so that they're gonna sit in. So maybe I'll put it on this side. Okay, don't let me forget. All right, okay, good angle. So now with my finger, I'm going to, with kind of even pressure, rock it in, and there she goes. So that's how it's going to look. I want it to be, see, I want kind of more of that corner to be covered. Let's press it in a little bit more. So now it's kind of in a pillow of clay. And don't worry about those little cracked pieces. Do not worry about that whatsoever. I might even put some itty bitty stones or pieces that's going to camouflage that. Don't worry about any of that. Awesome. Oh, that chessboard. Oh, very cool. Susie might have some more of those, but I don't know. All right, so here we go. That's looking pretty good. So now you just start adding in your pieces. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put this guy on here. Give him a nice push. And my nails are a bit long, so careful when you push down. You don't want to put a fingernail mark on this side. But this is totally fine. And you're going to have some disbursement, what do you call it, when the clay, you're pushing in the clay, so it needs to go somewhere. So it might, you know, pucker up here, it might bulge out somewhere else, it might come out on this edge. So you're going to have, you know, the stone is going in, so the clay has to go somewhere. So always keep that in mind, and then keep mind on your shape, because if you push in a ton of stuff on this side, the clay is going to go on that side. So displacement, thank you. I'm like, what's that word? Duh. Sorry, guys. I used to sniff a lot of dangerous glue, so I've lost words, but, you know, not so bad. Oh, look at this little, what is he? He's, I know what he is. He's my favorite. And, of course, only one, but that's okay. That is okay. So now, the cool thing about this stuff is it does not, oh, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to do that. Let me put in some other shapes. So now we've got all these fancy stones, and even these cabochons that have no facets, these vintage Swarovski cabochons. Look how freaking cool they look, just because they're just different. So let's do like, oh, he kind of looks like a happy. I'm gonna just gently place these, because sometimes you can kind of gently place them in without perfect. I like threes. And then use your opposite side of your tool to press that in. See, now when I press one in, the other ones pop. They're going to like lift out because of that. What happened? What did I miss? Yes, of the displacement. So keep even pressure. Make those go in nice and evenly. And now this is kind of bulging out here, but that's okay because I'm going to put some other stuff in there. And granted, keep in mind, this will add weight. This clay is not light. It's not like heavy like a brick. This ID badge is already pretty heavy. It's a very high quality one, but it will add weight to stuff. So just keep that in mind. Just the way things are mounted. If it's a clip on someone's V-neck, it's going to lean forward. It's very heavy. So you might need to modify that. But for the most part, it's not so bad. So I've got these really cool rectangle looking aqua pieces here. What's that guy? Ooh, a yellow like pear. So it's kind of nice to lay your stuff out, but then you can also do them random like I did last night, and that's fun too. That's so fun too. Oh, that was a good piece too. Yeah, why not? It kind of goes, kind of fits right in this little shape here. Even though my nails are a bit long for today. Oh, that's fun. I like it. I like it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let's see. Let's start putting in these aqua kind of, oh, that's a, oh, look, another purple. Oh, a third purple. Oh, okay. Okay. So with your tool, with your Crystal Katana tool, it does help if it's dull already. So if you guys keep a dull tip, good on you, because it's great to have the dull tips for these giant pieces. So I'm going to kind of smash it into there. Smash it into there. And just, this stuff is not too expensive, this Apoxie Sculpt clay. So it's kind of fun to practice. Just kind of get in the zone of things and just let things happen. Just let it happen. Do I have another purple? I don't think I do. Blue. Oh, yep, I do. Sure. And you can texture this clay. Yes, these are little baguettes. Yes. They have like edges on them, but then this is a nice sharp pink one. Let's put the sharp pink one at a side here. And then you want them to lay in to where all their edges are in the clay. So the edge of the stones, if you guys have heard me say this before, let's find one that's really visible, like this giant pink one. I don't know if it's giant and visible, but you've got the foil backing, then you've got like an edge, and then you have the top, the clear, you know, see-through glass part. That edge, it's hard to see on the chaton, it's very small. Can I get it to go on here? Okay, here. So if you can see that line, so the gold and then this straight line, that's the girdle. You don't want to let your girdle show. That's something that that was a funny thing in class. I took a class years ago at Bead and Button, and someone said you don't want to let your girdle show. So press all these stones in because it's gonna, you know, hide the girdle. So I thought that was already cute. So keep your stuff pressed in. Oh, there's 2 more purples. But let's start going with some smaller stuff. So you've got all kind of there's trapezoid baguettes in here in this aqua color. There's red ones, there's yellow, there's gold, there's, what color? There's rose, longer ones. There's some slivers of the red in here. And there's even some PP6 little point backs, itty bitty, and there's a bunch of colors. So just keep digging in your goodie boxes. There's so many tiny, beautiful pieces that are just in there that you might think are broken. They're not. They're actually itsy bitsy. How about if you guys just come on down and I'll show you even closer. Hang on. Let's go closer. So, where is it? These guys. Those are PP6. Like, they're so small, they'll probably go inside my katana tip here. Look how small that is. And these are what you see in a lot of people's eyeglasses, individual beads that might be created, like, what do you call it, Pandora. They use these itty bitty microscopic little PP6s. Lots of tiny stuff. These are this is a SS6 flatback. Look how huge that looks compared to these guys. They're so small. So just have fun with all these little pieces and create some fun stuff that maybe you hadn't done before. right? Isn't that fun? I like it. Okay, back on the Archon mount. Did I do it right? Sorry for my big sausage arms. Sorry. Did I get that back on the spot? Oh yeah, don't pull that down. Don't pull that down. Okay. So I'm going to just keep going with some smaller stuff. This isn't an all-night class. We are nearly done. With practice, you'll start knocking these out super quick. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. So even though I just said to, you know, put the girdle all the way down and hide your edges, but sometimes you want something, maybe you want a tiara. Maybe you want to make something that sticks out. Don't be scared. Now granted, keep in mind the use of this is an ID badge for someone to be at work. And to have these sticky outy parts, and that's a real word, sticky outy parts, just keep in mind that these are glass and they stick out. So have, you know, be careful. Be careful with these pieces. If it drops, it's going to break and shatter. It is crystal. So press that back down. How fun is that? Waka, waka, waka. I love it. I freaking love doing that with those pieces. Even these little, they have a little top hole there, but I'm going to stick him right in there. Just because he's fun. And I don't have any other pieces that are kind of like that besides these amazing clear, I think I like to call these like dollhouse shingles. They're so cool. They're so much fun. So now the rest of this is kind of got petite areas, but you've got these half moon shapes you can put in. Let's put some in here. I saw a few other little half moon shapes here. And you can just keep going until you don't have any more room to go. Or you can stop and be done. Totally up to you. And that's when you're going to color it. So let me put a few more pieces in and show you guys how to then color your clay, your Apoxie Sculpt, your crystal clay, your cerulean clay. Let's put some random colors down here. I didn't do a blue one right there. And you can get these super close and super tight. The design is totally up to you guys. But it needs to touch the clay. That is the glue. The clay is the epoxy glue. How about some aqua? These are like trapezoids. These are fabulous. Okay, do I have room? There you go. That's kind of fun. This kind of looks like an asteroid of some kind, which is fun. I'll try to, maybe in this post, in the comments, I will put photos of those pieces that I showed you guys from the other device in the comments. Or make a whole new post. I don't know. Whatever Facebook lets me do. I swear it kind of makes up things as we go. As we go. Yes, to color. Lenny, the clay I do not have on my site, but the link that's in this live description has our Ninja Favorites, which is on the website. If you go to CrystalNinja.com, find the Ninja Favorites button, and it will have our little Amazon store, and it will have all 3 kinds of these clays, these epoxy clays, and you can choose. And there's lots of colors that you can do, but I'm about to show you guys how to color it. It's not like the glue. You can't, well, I shouldn't say can't. I don't really know. I wouldn't think you should be mixing anything into the clay body itself for fear it might react not the way it needs to. But once I finish here, I'm going to color it with the mica powder, and it's going to look pretty darn cool. You can put chain in this. You can put, oh yeah, I forgot about these fun little thingies. And these are little ocean shapes. Let's see. course, I bought these at a nail show and have never used them, and of course I can't get it open. Sweet. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Okay, so how about a watch part? Something small. Something, a little sprocket. Sure, why not? I can fit a sprocket there. Press in with your other side of your tool. Your handy dandy Crystal Katana tool. Handy dandy. Another kind of sprocket. Sure. And some more small ones. Not too many small ones, but that's okay. Just a couple, just to give it some weirdness. Oh, I'm sorry, I went off the page. So sorry. Of course, I'm over here digging these microscopic things. Oh, I can't even see. It's okay. So sorry, I should know better. Okay, I think I'm done. There's not really any more smaller sprockets left, but how about this itty bitty red baguette that I have hundreds of thousands of. Speaking of hundreds of thousands, the project that we shipped today had over 130,000 crystals on it. Lots of tiny stuff. The stones weren't so tiny. They were SS12 all the way to 5, but it was still a big project that we're super happy that, well, that's first batch. I think we have to do a few more, but we love the production work, and hopefully I'll be showing you know, a video how to address production work, because a lot of people just they don't know how to approach a production job. So I'm here to share how we do pretty much everything. Almost everything. I can't give y'all everything, but you know, I try. Sometimes, okay, like I was too fast, it didn't quite stick, but roll your tool off, then press it down with your other side. That's kind of fun. I'm just getting some little pieces in. Some little... There we go. Okay, I think I'm about done as far as getting some of these pieces in. I want to keep you guys here all night. Plus I have to start the tumbler lid. I'll be live at Tumbler Hacks 101 doing a lid in this exact technique. Get in there. And that should be fun, because this Apoxie Sculpt has a 1 to 3 hour working time, which is very new to me. I'm used to having to hurry the heck up, get it done, get it now. But this is like slow. It's kind of awesome. Okay, yeah, steampunk, yeah, isn't that fun? Okay, so now who's ready to color? I'm ready to color, because then we're going to be done, because it is the last step. Do not put mica powder on this till you are done, or you will not stick anything else into this clay. Let me put my watch parts back in the watch parts container. What the heck? A big old bug? Why is there a... That was... Ugh. Okay. Up the fingernail, that's no fun. That's no fun. Awesome, yes, there is 64 colors. That is awesome. And, but, if you're not able to carry all of those, remember the pigment, the mica powder. This is also in the Ninja Favorites. And I'm going to use this little brush. I haven't destroyed this brush yet. And here we go. Let's make sure I'm in the screen. Shall I zoom in a little more for you? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it does match my nails. Oh, I see. I need to move over like this. Perfect. Look at that. Yeah, y'all like my nails? So these little metal parts are laser cut metal from Japan that I got at the Tokyo Nail Expo. And so I was able to sculpt them or shape them to get to my C-curve of my nail. So that was my break time last week, doing all that. Okay, I think we're good now. I think I'm in the shot, and it's doing good. All right, so here's your mica powder. Now your brush, you want to be real lightly because it's possible you could leave texture on your clay, which at this point you can't see much clay left. You don't have to color the whole thing. You can do just parts of it. You could just do the outside, and I'm kind of just like touching it to kind of shove it in there, but I'm not like really stabbing it. I'm just like, you know, kind of how you would dust your eyeshadow on, you know. Pretty, pretty, pretty. But you can easily fade something. You could tie-dye if you have enough colors of something. You sure could. And because this stuff stays wet for or workable for 1 to 3 hours, we're going to leave it like that. So I'm going to actually just leave it half purple, half white, just because to show that you can. There we go. That's kind of fun, right? Just touch, touch, touch. Tap, tap, tap. Now I'm going to, just because for class purposes, I'm going to knock off the excess. Yes, onto my new carpet. Yes, that's okay. Because it's mine. It's mine. Or we can maybe blow without disturbing too much. Because if you try to wipe this, you could move the clay. You could move these little sticky outy pieces that I have here. I don't want to really upset those guys. But I'm off the screen. I know. I'm just I was just kind of fanning it softly. And now, of course, there's mica powder on the stones. Don't worry about that. In about 2 hours, when it's, you know, a lot stiffer, you can go clean that off. I'd wait till the whole, 3 hours. But yeah, look how soft that can be when you start fading things. And don't forget, you can put texture in this. If you got some texturizers, if you got some little clay tools and things, you can just put little dots and divots and lines and just texture and just all kind of just cool stuff. You can get as crazy as you want. Get crazy. Your texture can be part of your design too. There we go. Awesome. What do you guys think? Who's going to go make some goodie box goodies? Oh, of course I was off the screen. Of course I was. Of course I was. Yeah. I like that. The edge pieces will cure. Nothing is going to fall off of this. Now, if this was to be dropped or broken, then yes, they're going to drop and break. But you want to take care of your things and treat them like jewelry. And they're going to last you a long time. I wish I had my other pieces here, but we're in transition from the studio to the office. And, oh, and then you can even make a little button here. Where's my, oh, I didn't keep any clay. But usually I've got all these extra parts and pieces. Make your little button, or you can glue a flat back in there. You can even come back and glue flatbacks around this nice edge here to kind of finish it off if you want to. But as far as a piece, I think it's fine the way it is. Let me see if I can screw it up by taking it off my cardboard here. So there you go. It's not so bad. Kind of fun, kind of different. And you probably will only see a couple, well, I've probably done about 500 of these back in a while back when I did nothing but ID badges for the hospital here in San Diego. But lots of traveling nurses, so there might still be a few out and about, but still, this is a pretty cool one. Teresa, I don't have these. They're going to be in the Ninja Favorites section of the website, and so is the clay. Go ahead and watch the replay. I explained everything. There's 3 kinds of clays. Yeah. Awesome. Isn't that fun? It's kind of crazy, but you guys can get some, you know, use up similar colors and shapes and sizes and do a little bit more design work and make it more pretty. But I like fun and funky. I like some happiness and some craziness and some color. So, yeah, just check that out and post your pictures in the group. See what that's like there. Lenny, that's a great question. What would you charge for a badge reel? We do have the class on the Crystal Ninja Dojo about pricing. It's called The Price of Sparkle, and it helps everyone to figure out what their pricing is. Our minimum for anything is $125. So this one would be $125. This one might be the same. But I don't do ID badges anymore. We're booked out still 4 and 5 months. So for this to even get on my schedule, you guys get to figure out what your pricing is and have fun with that. But, oh, I have to give this away. Who's ready? We're going to give this away. So this was almost 1 hour. We're at 50 minutes. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go to, I have to copy this. Copy that link, I think. And then go to comment picker, right? Comment. Yeah, comment picker. There it is. Random comment picker. That's what it's called. Okay, see if I can not mess this up. Enter the URL of the group post. Okay, here we go. Winner, winner. Oh no, what happened? Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. I got a lot. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. So sorry, because we're on the Crystal Ninja page. It's got to go a different way. Give me 1 second. And so if you guys get picked, you have to email info@crystalninja.com. And, oh, here it is. Oh, I see it logs, so I don't have to paste nothing. Okay. And then let Susie know your name, and I'll take a screenshot as well. Okay. Filter duplicate, I don't really care. Include replies. Sure, don't care. Don't care, don't care. Not sure. Okay. And let's do get comments. Is that where I do it? I've only done this once before. Right? Choose Facebook page. Posts. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's hope I don't mess this up. If so, we're going to do it again. And, pretty sure I messed it up. Oh, start. Duh. Okay, I think I did it right. I think I did. Okay, we have a winner. We have 260 names to pull from. Today is August 31st, 5/52 of the amazing year 2020. Shani Brown, you are the winner. Let's see. Is she still online with us? You gotta say hey, or I gotta go to the next person. Anybody? Anybody? Is she still here? Gotta claim it, or we're gonna pick somebody else. Give you a couple minutes. Or if you guys know her, give her a call. What's up, Tommy? I see you sneaking in here. Let's give her a moment, but let's come back to the fun stuff that we made today. Let me know if you guys hear. It's the exact color of my nail polish. That's funny. Look how fun that was. So the prize is this smaller one that I made the other night because it's nice and cured. It's dry. Look how fun. Okay, I don't see her commenting that she won. Are you guys ready to pick another name? Because it's been 2 minutes. What do you guys think? I'm picking another name. Picking another name. So it's going to It's going to, I'm picking, okay, round 2, here we go. Pick another winner. Start. What we got? Drum roll, drum roll. Barbara Rodriguez. Are you in here still? Barbara Rodriguez. Winner, winner. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to come on in and claim your ID badge. Anybody? No, Miss Rodriguez? I hope she didn't leave. I hope she didn't. Oh, these are my favorite. These big moonlight things. Crystal, my price would still be $125 because that's our minimum. Barbara Rodriguez. Okay, she's here. She's got to say something. She's got to give me a hands up. She's got to give us something. I'm going to give, my computer has 5:55. She's got 2 more minutes. Ah, there you are. I got you. I got you. I see you. And screenshot. Boom. I got a screenshot. Okay, so Miss Barbara, you got to email us info@CrystalNinja. And you are the winner of this lovely ID badge that I made as my sample the other night. And we're going to mail that to you at no charge. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. That was fun. I'm so happy to learn how to give away stuff. Give away stuff. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Hooray. Hooray. I got you. I got you. Awesome. Okay, so now, since we're still at just 1 hour, did I miss any questions? Did I miss any questions? Shawnita, I don't have any findings, but check our Ninja favorites. There's a couple square ones on there that I like. And then Amazon has tons of stuff like that. Awesome. Yeah, that was fun, you guys. So much fun. Laura, I'll be over at Tumbler Hacks 101. I'm going to probably give the device about 20 minutes to recharge and reset. I want to make sure this saves so I can repost it. And get my stuff set up because I'll be working on a dome tumbler. And, or maybe I should fill that flower in. That'd be kind of fun. I got to see what I have. Because I want to keep everything with the goodie boxes so it's not confusing. So we'll see. We shall see what I'm going to create for that domed tumbler. It's going to be quite flamboyant, you know, to have something that large. Yes, we're going to have more goodie boxes coming. We've got, I think, 60 or so still on the site. But I think Susie has a box of like 200 waiting. So, yeah, she pulls from a big variety of stuff. Awesome, you guys. Yeah, this was fun. And a nice short 1 hour. Yes, Maria, I'm going to save and repost this, and you guys can share it. I'll be sharing it. I forgot to share. I'll be sharing it on the How to Crystallize 101 group as well, and they can watch the replay if they didn't catch this one. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't see any other questions. So here we go. I think I'm gonna hit the stop button. Thank you guys. This was fun. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get me some fresh water. And so because the tumbler will keep me on for probably 2 hours on that group. Very good then. Okay, guys, thank you. Oh, and okay. So by the way, since there's still 60 of you in here, if you notice on the site on that first home page, we still have, or I added the beach party back to the site. They're all marked as sold out right now. You gotta fill in your notify me box on the site because we do have a few of some of those still. Once we finished all the orders, we do have some of those still. So if you don't fill out the notify me, once we hit the inventory update button, you don't get the email. So please fill out your little email. It doesn't make me email you more. It's just an automated thing that so you don't miss it out. So you guys get the first notification when we update that inventory if you fill out your notify me button. And pretty sure I saw some bikini mixes. I think I saw some sea turtle. It might have been the sea foam, but there was a few of those, and we have a lot more already made up and coming, so but fill out your notify me on those products. And then this week we're also launching on Friday. I'll go ahead and show you because it's near. Everyone's been waiting for these lovely large work mats, and so I have very similar work mats going to be on the site starting Friday, so check them out. They're not on the site right now, but they're going to be by Friday. And we're also going, let me not smash my wet clay, put that away, hold it, little fat ninja, thank you. So we've got giant work mats for your desk area, and storage boxes. Is this zoomed in? There we go. Thank you. All right. So, of course, cute little Japanese name, Boxu. Is box in Japanese. And inside it's going to have, I think, 55 different little snapshot containers, different sizes, little scoop, little tweezers. I've used these for years and years and love them. So we got our hands on a pretty good sized palette of them. And so that will be available on the site for Friday as well. And that's the new stuff. Work mat, we've been waiting on for a while. And also this little container is pretty awesome. So those are going to come Friday. So Friday, check that out. What else? What else? What else? I forget what else Susie is going to let me show you guys. I forgot. So, but I'll be on Friday and let you know. Yeah, awesome. Okay, guys, very good. I'm going to turn off now because I am at 1 hour and 1 minute. And thank y'all so much. This was a lot of fun. I hope you learned a little new process, a new technique to use your stones that you wouldn't normally do. And go crazy or don't go crazy. Go, you know, nice and cute and tiny. It's up to you. Whatever you want. Oh, thank you, Laura. Yes, everyone is affected in Louisiana. No one was left untouched by Hurricane Laura, and they're doing what they can. There's a lot of rebuilding to do, and a lot of nasty humidity and heat and just nastiness. So I wish I was there to help, but I can't help from here. So yeah, it's been quite the week, let's just say. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Yes, we are all from Southwest Louisiana, and where the newscasters were all weekend long or all week long was where I got married, on the beach, right there on the boat launch at Preon Lake. So that's my neighborhood, and it looks a bit different. So yeah, hugs go out to everyone over there, and there's just lots of cleanup. So yes, thank you guys for the prayers and the wishes, and I can only expect my closest family members are heading over to sunny San Diego with no rain once they're all hunkered down and secured their properties and let the insurance take care of the rest. So we'll be having some fun with the family. Okay guys, I gotta go. I gotta recharge this stuff. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful